Poltergeist. It knows what scares you.
Poltergeist. So Poltergeist follows a family and they discover that their house is haunted. And that's pretty much the gist of it. I mean, chairs start moving, one of the daughters suddenly starts to communicate with a spirit through the TV, she gets sucked into the spirit world, and all sorts of antics and hijinks ensue. So this movie is directed by Tobe Hooper, known for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and this is also written and produced by Steven Spielberg. Now, I bring this up for a few reasons. One, because this might be a little known fact you guys may not know about. Two, it's Steven Spielberg. And three, most notably and most importantly, there's been a debate on who really directed this film. Because yes, this script was written by Steven Spielberg and it has a bit of that Spielbergy-ness to it. And supposedly Spielberg was behind the camera a lot more, and Spielberg will definitely give more of the credit to Tobe Hooper, saying that this is his movie. I have nothing against Tobe Hooper, but I feel like this is definitely more Steven Spielberg movie. Like, again, no disrespect to Tobe Hooper, but I feel this is definitely more of a Spielberg movie. There's just some things and aspects, a certain, not necessarily style or flair, but there's just an essence in this movie that feels more up his alley than Tobe Hooper. And there's other things and aspects, like the family dynamic feels very much like something Steven Spielberg would write, because you have movies like E.T. and then the horror and suspense and elements that Steven Spielberg, how he directs those and writes those, something like out of Jaws. So I feel this is definitely more of a Spielberg movie. And one more time, I'm not trying to disrespect Tobe Hooper. I will give him the credit, I will respect the guy, but I just feel this is more Steven Spielberg. But that's up for debate, and that's always going to be up for debate, and that's perfectly fine. Speaking of the family dynamic, I think the family dynamic feels very genuine. It doesn't feel whatsoever everyone's reading a script. It does feel very natural in a sense, and especially the parents, and most notably CraigTNelson. And if you think that guy looks familiar or sounds familiar, that's because it was Mr. Incredible. But that aside, I think those two, the husband and the wife in this movie, the mother and the father, they feel very like a natural, genuine couple. Still have that passion for each other and that affection for one another, and then keeping that spark going while still getting older at the same time. Even the kids are fine in this movie. A lot of kid actors get a lot of slack and get a lot of crap. These kids are written really well, and Spielberg knows how to write kids and knows how to write these types of characters, and I think these characters work great. And some of them would come off as annoying. A good chunk of kid actors come off very annoying. These kids come off just very genuine. I can't help but say that about this movie, is this just feels very genuine. Not only that, but I feel like over the years, this has become more of a classic, iconic horror movie, Halloween movie, spooky movie, scary movie. Some people may or may not agree or disagree on this, that this is a scary movie. If you find this movie scary or not, that is all fine. This is still a thrilling movie. Every time I watch this movie, I always still feel thrilled and then just enjoying this film a lot. However, I'll give this movie so much credit and so much respect for being a PG movie and being this intense or scary or thrilling as it is. Especially the practical effects, like the one scene with the guy peeling off his skin in the bathroom, hallucinating. All the other practical effects are really great. There's that giant ghost thing, whatever it is. I think it's a puppet or animatronic. I feel like that's very puppet-like, but still the sheer size of it looks great. I also want to point out the scene with the wife, which I apologize, I forgot the actress's name, but when she's kind of rotating through the wall and through the ceiling, that sequence is great. There is a bit of CG effects in this movie, and some of you guys might think they are a little outdated. I think they are a little charming. It's not that noticeable. I mean, you kind of can tell with some things, but at the same time, I think it's more charming rather than outdated. It didn't really bother me that much. There's not really a lot that bothered me with this movie, and I don't have really a lot of problems with this film. I think this is, again, a very genuine, scary movie, a very genuine film, and I think that's also why this feels more like a Steven Spielberg movie, is that this feels very genuine. Not that Tobe Hooper wouldn't do anything genuine, but I feel like that's why Spielberg is the master at his craft. So I'm going to give Poltergeist, I'm going to give it an A+. So Poltergeist, have you guys seen it? What did you think of it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys have a debate on who do you think this really was directed by, for all my movie fans out there, who do you guys really think this was directed by? Let me know in the comments section down below if you think it was more of a collaborative thing, if you think it was more Toby, more Steven, whatever it is. Let me know as well. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to awesome videos every day, if not every week. Make sure you ring that bell to new videos every week. Share the video with your friends, all the good stuff and more. Leave some suggestions in the comments. You name it, I'll look into it as best as possible. Leave any suggestions you have for me for this in the month of October. Anything Halloween related, anything spooky, anything scary, horror related. It could be a movie, it could be a TV show, it could be maybe a game, it could be a top 10 related thing. We'll look at them hopefully this year. If not, I always have next year look at these ideas. I always take these into account for. But look out for more reviews. Hopefully I'm going to try and get in some more reviews. There will be Security Breach still. There will be Dream Ride Valley. Don't worry. So I will have those in as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.